Hey guys, Fantastic here. Today we are finally recording my life-sized horror collection video, plus Yoda. So this has been a video that has been in the making for a while. Just delays. I have an old one I recorded before I get some other stuff. Just had to cancel that due to time. But finally, I had some free time between classes, and I was able to set up pretty much every single one of my horror characters. I included some duplicates in here, like the ghost faces and stuff. One of those is sold, one will be for sale. I have an extra Freddy, an extra Pinhead, the Fear Street Killer. I just could not get those out in time. But you guys have seen them, and the other Pinhead doesn't even work. But yeah, so we have duplicates of Leatherface and Ghostface. So I can show those. These kind of work. Still lots of repair progress to go, but I'm going to cover every single one, any repairs I had to do to it, where I got it from, where it was sold, pretty much teaching any newbie where to find these guys or how old they are, because we have some new ones like Rudy and some ancient ones like Rob Zombie Michael Myers here. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on the video, and yeah. So to start off, we have the Wicked Witch of the West that was sold at Spirit in 2011 or 2012. I think 2012. And then it was sold for numerous years afterwards. This one is pretty much brand new. No repairs have been done to it. I got this off of eBay for my dad for his birthday a couple years ago. It was $200, and it wasn't working just because of the adapter. I swapped the adapter, no gear replacements or anything, and she fully works. So you can see the hairnet is still on there. This is made by Jemmy. Not super rare. You can find these fairly easily because it was sold at a million different stores. But the detail is pretty good. This is when Jemmy started not being so Jemmy. But they still did well with this one. This particular one is from Home Depot. No eye movement, the mouth moves and the head turns. And you can see nice high quality costume. So yeah, I'll play this one for you.
You, my pretty, and your old dog, too. Curses. Somebody always helps that girl. When I gain those ruby slippers, my power will be the greatest in Oz. All in good time, my little pretty. All in good time. Oh, would have thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness. I'm melting.
Quite a bit of phrases.
Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you?
Yeah, so this one is sound sensor activated, and it has a sensor down by the base. Next up, we have Sam from Trick or Treat. This is actually the 2019 model, and years ago, I've been looking for one for a good price, and then finally one popped up on eBay for, I believe it was 50 shipped or 60 shipped. Brand new, and I bought it instantly. This guy, I did keep brand new in the box until 2023, and then opened them up, used them 1 year, and unfortunately his box did get water damage and storage, but the prop itself is fine. This one has an IR sensor in the arm and body move. This was made by, I believe, YJ. It was a Spirit exclusive and still is. Again, this one's pretty easy to find. It was sold for numerous years. Overall, pretty good quality prop. I have not had any issues with this one at all. So yeah, pretty cool piece. And I'm going to plug him in now. You can see it's a little bit squeaky. I still prefer this over the new one though. And we'll run them one more time. Next up, we have the 2025 Chucky, or Scar Chucky Animatronic from Home Depot. I'm sure most of you know what this is if you're watching this by now, or seen it at your local depots. Extremely easy to find. They've got stock for years. Super, super cool prop. Again, like your local store will probably have like 10, 15 of these on the shelf or in the back, plus the online stock. So he is well stocked as well as Tiffany. Both of these are made by Seasonal Visions International. Tiffany, again, was sold with Chucky, new for this year. This one is the only one that has lights and the knife. But overall, super well detailed props, great as a set. Again, she is stocked super well. I expect to find her at the sale, so I might bring this one back to the store. We're going to see about that. But again, well-sized props. They're a little over 3 feet, so bigger than they are in the movie, I believe, but still. When you're putting them on display, you don't want little action figures falling over. So they are servo, which means they have servo axis motors in the eyes, head, mouth, etc. They both have IR sensors. And yeah, both new for Home Depot this year. So we'll cut to Chucky's demo, and then I'll do Tiffany after him.
The first thing we gotta do is get out of this body once and for all.
Let's see if it'll go for me. Sometimes he has trouble. Come on.
I'll be back. I always come back. Yeah. But dying is such a... Get off my knife.
Were you born with that knife super glued onto your hand or what? Oh, Chucky, look at us. Don't you see? We belong dead.
Alright, that's gonna be the last activation for her because the sensor is abysmal. Next up, we have the 2011 Boris Karloff from Jemmy. This is sold 1 year exclusively to Spirit Halloween. It has a light sensor and sound sensor. And this guy is notorious for breaking his arms or one arm breaking and it looking weird with the other moving. We will see if this guy still works. This is my first time testing most of these in years because they're just in storage. So unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to get rid of a few of them just because I never use them, and they'll be off at better homes. So pretty big piece. You can see it next to the new one. And Jason, he is over 6 feet tall. Great detailing, and the quality is there. Again, it's just due to age. These things are breaking. I believe his head turn gear is splitting. I replaced it years ago, but it's time for it to be replaced again. But we'll run him and see how he goes. So I got this one in a trade for a 2007 Jason and some other stuff. And he does have his box. It is just currently in storage. And this guy also has the try me button on his base.
It's alive! It's alive!
So next is the 2024 Boris Karloff Frankenstein from Home Depot. Overall, much prefer this thing. Not so much with the outfit, but the animations, and I do like the arms going up and down, but this guy has those servo motors, which just make him look super nice. I actually have two of these guys currently, because I got an extra one in a trade. This one's actually my parents'. But super cool piece, super tall. You can see these are, I believe, 6'4", 6'3". So he's, I think, just about 7 feet tall. Again, Seasonal Visions International has an IR sensor. Super well built piece. It'll last years to come. These several ones are amazing. But yeah, we'll cut to his demo.
Tie him up quickly! Get him downstairs! Mine! I created this! Do you see? A living thing! I created life!
So this is the actual 2010 model of the Black Jacket Jason, because it has no holes in the base. This was sold at Spirit, Kmart, a million other different stores, kind of like Wicked Witch of the West. I got this off Marketplace for brand new, I believe, $150, $120. But yeah, super cool piece. This is one of my favorites that I own. The machete is going to hit the ceiling because it has that much range of motion. Eye turns, head turns, body turns, arm moves. This is going to be his first activation in years. Again, most of these, the last time they were used was 2022. So they've been rotting in their box for a while. But yeah, again, I got this brand new button, sound sensor, and motion sensor at the base. Super cool piece. Even though I have a nostalgia bias for the other Jason, this is the one that I really enjoy. And fingers crossed we get a new Jason animatronic soon, because these are showing their age. But yeah, even though it was sold at so many stores, he is a tough one to get just due to people overpricing him. But yeah, I'll get to the demo. Yeah, this guy was actually modded to have another moving eye, because it is under the mask. And then my friend Johnny, I'm not sure what he goes by now, but he cut out with an X-Acto knife, cut out the vinyl mask to expose the other eye, and I'll do a close-up of that now. So here we have another modern one. This is at Home Depot this year and made by Jemmy. Finally, they actually released something decent again. This is Stripe from Gremlins. So unfortunately, this does have a latex face, which means it will deteriorate at some point. But the head turns, mouth moves, actually has an IR sensor, which is impressive for Jemmy. You'd be surprised. And he has a square pull build, and it's just overall very well built for Jemmy in 2025. Super happy with it besides the latex face. The audio sounds great. Very boomy. Again, you can see this in stores. He is, I believe, Home Depot's best seller this year. So it will be hard to get this guy, even though he is new. He has been sold out online for quite a while. Yeah, super, super cool piece. And I'm going to activate him now. He's got a few phrases. So here we've got two Jemmy Leatherfaces. Both of these were sold exclusively to... Actually, no. In 2006, they were exclusively to Spirit. 2007, there was some really weird model. I don't get why people like it, without eyebrows and with less blood. I guess that's just a collector-only thing. I am not a fan of it whatsoever. But, again, Spirit Halloween in 2006. I'm sure most of you watching this know this by now. They're worth a ton on eBay. I got this one locally with the box for $350, and it needed a ton of repairs. I got this one for $50 or $100, and it was a pile of trash originally. Both these still have tons of work that needs to be done, but they are standing now, and I believe they both make audio. I think the wire came off this one for the chainsaw, but they are both still work in progress, and I have a third one, believe it or not, that is even worse than this one. But I like those significant repair projects. I don't mind doing those. Yeah, again, they have a light sensor in the bases. They have sound sensors and a bunch of different animations. The eyes were supposed to move, head's supposed to turn, body's supposed to move, arm is supposed to tilt, and chainsaw blade is supposed to move with audio. But yeah, I'll demo both of these now. This is actually going to be my first time testing this one in forever, and we'll see what's up with this one. So yeah, stay tuned for the demos. Yeah, so still obviously needs a lot of work, but this thing was literally doing nothing when I got it. Nothing. I thought it was bored dead, but just everything was broken. Literally every single thing, including the audio. So we'll test this one now. You can see it looks a little bit more depressed, but he should still work. Yeah, you can see not much going on there. So next is the 2011 Spirit exclusive Jemmy Ghostface. Again, I'm sure most of you have seen it. Very cool piece. Head turns, arm moves, body turns. And I have not one, not two, but three three of these guys. One of them I bought off eBay, got it off of eBay in 2019 or 2020 for like $400, which I know is expensive. And the other ones I got for about, actually, that one was the eBay one. That one I got for about $50. And this one was 80, I believe. All of them needed complete restorations. That one was covered in mold, but you can see much cleaner now. But tons of restoration work went into these. But I really like how the mask looks on this one with the slight yellowing patina on it. It just looks very nice. So this has sound and light like all the other ones. So I'll plug them in now. For some reason, Jemmy decided to give him light up eyes. I assume that was a request from Spirit. But yeah, we'll demo him.
Hello, Sydney. You hang up on me and I'll cut through your neck until I feel bone.
See, all the mechs are super quiet.
Hello, Sydney. Friends count, but it's the family ties that cut deep. Who is this? This is the last person you're ever gonna see alive. Welcome home, Sydney. You're a survivor, aren't you, Sydney? What good's it to be a survivor if everyone close to you is dead? You can't save them. All you can do is watch.
And I'm going to demo the other two later on in the video just for one phrase, just so you can see they do work. So here's the Spirit exclusive 2008 Hannibal Lecter. Probably my favorite, tied with Rob Zombie for all of these. Very well done character. Amazing face sculpt, great audio. The body turns, eyes move, light sensor and sound sensor like the others. This one is pretty rare. It used to not be worth that much, but recently, like, all of these, mainly these four, honestly, have been spiking in value. So this particular one has the box, and I got it in a trade with somebody locally. Got a pretty good deal on it. Again, I've fixed 1 million of these Hannibals, probably, like, close to 20. They're all easy. I've never had one with board issues yet, but super cool piece, amazing straight jacket that actually like ratchets on the back. And yeah, I'll activate them. Super cool piece.
Hello, sir. Well, hello, Clarice.
This one was basically brand new.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. I have a few conditions of my own. Quid pro quo, I tell you things, you tell me things. Just one more thing. Love your suit. You still wake up sometimes, don't you? Wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lambs.
So here we have the Spirit Halloween 2010 Pinhead, made by Jemmy again. Again, this is spiking in value. I hope we get another Hellraiser prop so this just stops. It's just way too expensive. So this one does have flaws. I got this in a trade for an 05 Freddy, which is the only Jemmy one I don't have anymore. Not that I care. The thing is abysmal. It's got rips in the clothes. And everything needed to be fixed gear-wise. It's missing some pins, but not the end of the world. You can't really tell. And there was bird poop on the head, because why wouldn't there be bird poop on the head? But he fully works now. I'm gonna end up sewing the clothes at some point. My other one is overall better shape, although it is dirty. It has more pins. I've not tested it yet because the adapter jack is corroded, and it's untestable. But I have high hopes for that thing. So again, light sensor, sound sensor, and the eyes move, mouth moves, and head turns, and all that should still work on him, even though I haven't used it forever. But yeah, we'll demo him. So the speaker wire is a little loose on this guy, so the audio may cut out or get scratchy. That must have happened in storage.
Dreams are fleeting. Only nightmares last forever. Welcome to hell. Your flesh is killing your spirit. You suffer beautifully. I am pain.
So here is the Rob Zombie Michael Myers, Spirit Halloween 2009 exclusive. So only sold 1 year. This thing is so cool. The head is actually sculpted by NECA. I don't have the box, but it says NECA on the box, and somewhere on the head. But full jumpsuit, brown, and super nice gory hands. In my opinion, a million times better than the H2O, even modified. This guy fully works, or should still. I mean, I didn't fix him that long ago. I got this in a trade for an Axe Zombie with my friend Jaden the Haunter. I paid shipping on both because he had an extra one of these and he wanted Axe Zombie. And it was time for me to retire that zombie. So I got Rob Zombie instead. I owned one of these years ago, but ended up getting scammed. It didn't come with a knife. It was fried, a million other different things. But this one, it was also missing the shoulders. Everything was split. All that's fixed now. And there was like zombie baby residue in the hair from the way it was stored. That is all fixed now. He is one of my best working props. It just moves great. Again, Jemmy, so you know how the sensors are. This thing is on eBay for like north of $1,000. It is too much money, but very cool piece. And I'll plug him in now. But as I was plugging him in and first testing it, the arm gear split or the billet went bad. So that's not gonna be working the best, but I'll demo him now. Yeah, the eye movement on this guy is super creepy. In my opinion, it's the creepiest one of them all. So here we have the 2007, 2008, 2009 Jason. I believe this one's 2008. But I got this for Marketplace for $50. It was missing the mask. It was missing the machete. Machete is not original, but it looks damn close to it. So this was sold at Spirit and pretty much every single other store you could think of. It was everywhere. Jason and the 2010 Freddy are some of the most common, in the 05 Freddy are some of the most common horror characters you can find. Usually not even half of what the other ones go for. So unfortunately this guy's audio does not work, but he has been fully restored aside from that. His machete is going to smack the hell out of the ceiling, but it won't affect the demo. So I'll plug him in now. Again, same sensor thing as the other Jemmy things. Do not spend $1 million on this guy. You'll be able to find one for cheap on Marketplace if you keep an eye out. That's how all these go. Almost every single one of these I found on Marketplace, or if I waited, I could have gotten it for cheaper. So be very patient with collecting these things. Trust me on that. Do not go out and spend a fortune on eBay. Yeah, so this guy would have shared the same audio as a 2010 Jason. They're pretty much identical. So back to the modern ones. This is the Spirit Halloween 2022 Pennywise. This one has the vinyl face, unlike the 2019, I believe, has latex around there. They made one with a latex face. This guy does have his balloon, but I think it looks dumb, so it's not on there. I got this off Marketplace for, I believe it was $100, a little under a year ago, and it was like brand new. Super happy about that. I believe he has returned this year, so don't go out spending a ton. Super high quality costume and stuff though. I was very happy when I got it because this is my first time ever owning one. I would like to get Georgie, but we'll see what happens. I think this guy may hit the ceiling. We are going to find out very soon. But again, super cool piece. This is made by CCL or Crazy Create. He has an external speaker jack, normal speaker. He runs off IR sensor and maybe sound as well. But overall, super well done piece. It's one of my favorites that I own. I can't see myself selling it. So yeah, I'll plug him in now.
I'll take him. I'll take all of you. And I'll feast on your flesh as I feed on your fear.
Yeah, audio sounds great on this thing.
Where you going? If you lived here, you'd be home by now. Come to the clown. You'll float down here. We'll float down here. Yes, for you. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie. Well, I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown. I'll take him. I'll take all of you. And I'll feast on your flesh as I feed on your fear.
So here we have a not so scary one. This is Yoda, sold at Home Depot for $20.23. And I actually had 4 of these guys because they went out to $50 at the sale. I actually purchased this one on drop day for full price. And then, as I'm sure some of you know, it was at every single sale. It was just way overstocked. But it is a very, very impressive animatronic. It has all the servo motors and stuff. Which is one of the only licensed characters we have with servos, besides Child's Play ones in Frankenstein. Very cool piece, though. If you can find one for cheap, I recommend it. It is not scary, but it's just very well done. This is made by Seasonal Visions International, which covers all of the servo ones for Home Depot, and they do a fantastic job. No latex on the servo ones, besides that stupid witch that's online. We're going to ignore that, though. Super cool piece, though. Lots of movements, very well done. Again, haven't used this guy since 2023, so we'll see. Fingers crossed he still functions.
Enjoy the festivities, you will. My ally is joy, and a powerful ally it is.
Let's see, lots of animations.
Yes, always in motion these holidays are. A luminous season full of life you shall have. Truly wonderful the celebrations of this season will be. Have much fun together, we will.
So down to our final 3, or 4, not counting these. This is the Spirit Halloween exclusive 2010 H2O Michael Myers, based off Halloween H2O. And you can see, if you know H2O stuff, something is different here. So on the prototype one, it had eyes like this, with skin tone. But it did not release with that. The eyes were just kind of flat black, kind of like that, but they still moved. So this guy, I wasn't a big fan of. So I swapped out the eyes, and I think it makes it look a million times better because you can actually see them turning. Pretty rare piece. Again, only sold 1 year. Not worth as much as Rob Zombie, but it is worth something. Again, typical Gemmy build. Super cool animations, and has the same theme song as Rob Zombie, just a little bit lower pitch. But I'll plug him in now, and yeah, I do have flaws to this thing. He looks not accurate, especially compared to like Rob Zombie or Hannibal and stuff. It's just not as well done. But it is still a very cool piece. And I got this, I think for around $300 off of somebody. But yeah, I'll plug him in now. And I'll plug in these two just in case anybody wanted to see them.
What's your favorite scary movie? Hello, Sydney. You hang up on me and I'll cut through your neck until I feel bone. What's your favorite scary movie? Hello, Sydney. You hang up on me and I'll cut through your neck until I feel bone.
So here's the 2010 Gemmy Freddy Krueger. This is specifically the 2010 model. He was made for 2011 and maybe 2012. I can't remember on that. But again, Spirit exclusive, just 2010. And then he was sold at every store you can think of after that, like Kmart, Party City, iParty, whatever that store is, and a bunch more. I believe this one still fully works. I have another one that is in disrepair. I'm just using it for parts. We will see if this one still works. I have not tested him in forever. I think one of the fingers might be loose, but I have owned so many of these guys. I think 15 or 12, around 12 or 15. Just a bunch. And they take forever to repair. But yeah, I'll plug him in now. Well, just to add on to that, he is very common, so don't spend a lot. And I got this specific one in a trade for a Silent and Deadly Clown, because I got rid of my other Freddys. And again, thanks to Jan the Haunter. This was probably 5-6 years ago, but yeah.
After the heart stops beating, the brain keeps functioning for well over 7 minutes. We got 6 more minutes to play.
Looks like the mouth might have split.
How's this for a wet dream? Why are you screaming? I haven't even cut you yet.
One, two, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
Yeah, the mouse slightly twitching.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
Alright, so back to the modernist of the modern. This is the most recent one I've acquired. This is Rudy from Halloween Costumes, or Killer Clowns from Outer Space. If you're interested in this guy, check him out in the description below. I'll have a link to purchase him there. So overall, very cool painted piece. He retails for $400, which is steep, but you can, if you use the link, you get 15% off, which helps quite a bit. Even though it is expensive, it is very well done. It fogs out of the gun, which obviously I will not have on because it's a basement. But it's super well detailed. I got to see this guy in person at Techie Toys, or Techie Design, when we went down there in Illinois. Super fun time. I hope to get Spiky at some point, or Spike. Yeah, very cool piece. I'll plug him in now. Only one phrase, but it sounds great. I'll activate him one more time because his activation is pretty short. Wherever his sensor is, I cannot remember. Last but not least, we have the Martian from Mars Attacks. I got this guy at Spirit on, I believe it was the half-off sale plus employee discount. So great deal there. He is ridiculously overpriced at $400 for what he is because it's latex and it is built like crap. But besides that, he is a very cool character. This was sold at Spirit Halloween for 2023. He missed out of the gun, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't feel like filling it with water, and the head turns. Again, this is not one I have used in years. We are going to see if he still works. I have his box over there, which is one of the coolest box arts we have. But yeah, overall, well done piece. The dome is a little bit dented on mine because no matter how you store it, it's just going to happen. It is built like crap. This is made by Party Time. I don't think I have any other horror characters made by them that I know of. But yeah, they're not the best. I have the Party Time or Pretty Woman Leatherface by Party Time. I've kept that brand new. I'm not going to open that. I'm just going to sell it. But yeah, I'll plug this guy in now. Great audio. See, get him to go again. If you made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much for watching. This video was a pain in the butt to record. I had to get all these out of storage. Even though these are just collapsibles, you'd know if you own a lot of props. It's just not a fun process. I refuse to do like a full-blown collection of all my props. It is just going to drive me insane. Respect to those who do it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other collection video requests, let me know, like the ghosts or zombies or stuff like that. I don't mind doing smaller ones or clowns, even though I don't really have any. Just let me know, any video requests, or even if it's not a collection video, just any content you'd like to see in the future. I have mainly modern props, but still a good amount of old. I've been debating doing Facebook Marketplace pickup videos, because that is mainly how I get these props, if you guys would like to see that. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in Rudy, check his link out down below. And yeah, thank you again.